Yo, Chicago, if you ain't up on the Morning Riot. 107.5 WGCI Tony Sculfield, Morning Riot on your radio and in the studio, man.
Hey, hold on, man. Can I do it real quick?
Go ahead, hit us off, please.
I'm going to get ratchet in my bed. Y'all don't know nothing about that, boy.
One of the top songwriters and singers in the country today. I mean, he made records like Your Auntie Got a Big Old Butt and Doing It at the Family Reunion, to name a few. Dolla Sign's in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, bro. Right off the bat, I got to ask you, man, what is your approach to making a record? Do you go in and say, I'm going to come up with the raunchiest, damn most debaucherous subject matter and make females love that?
Man, it just be like real life, man. I just be chilling and I turn on a mic and just say whatever just happened.
So it's basically captured in the moment.
I'm going to keep it real with you, dog. And Tony, we all know that. I hate R&B. I was just telling Tank, and all them like, I hate it because I feel like they sell women dreams and they make standards that we regular dudes ain't gonna live to. Exactly. But the first time we ever heard your song, we say good. I said, if I was the right music, that's what it would be.
It make me say good.
8 out of 10 times. That's what it is.
And that's how you feel it.
You know why I came.
Man, I be having arguments with Atlantic Records, man. That's what I'm signed to. I'll be having arguments with them about like how their other R&B artists are or their hip hop artists are, and they're trying to figure out which one to put me under and all that.
And that's what I was going to ask you. Like, it's got to be hard for them to fit you in any box because to me, you're like unlike anybody I've ever heard, and you're from the West Coast. And what I kind of liken it to, like, you could very well be the new Nate Dogg.
Yeah.
Like the guy that's he's a singer, but he's singing about the hood shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what Nate was. Like, that's what made Nate Dogg so special. But let's talk about the mixtape that's out right now. Beach House 2. Beach House 2.
Beach House 2 just dropped it recently. It's like getting great reviews. I'm
Ratchet in my biz, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Hey, what artists have reached out to you since you came out and since you start releasing music? Have any big artists reached out to you like, hey, man, I need to get you on this hook or I need to get you on this song?
Well, first of all, Wiz. And
of course, Taylor Gang. What's up, Taylor
Shout
Gang?
out Taylor Gang.
Yes, sir.
I'm on tour with him right now, Under the Influence of Music Tour 2. And he reached out before this tape, after I dropped the first tape, and he was like, yo, man, let's work. And ever since then, we've been working.
What's your set like on the tour, and what has the response from the ladies been like out there? I know they going in, man.
It's
What's
crazy.
it been like?
Different nights we do different things. Like every night I'm coming out with the homie Burner, and we do this song called and it goes crazy, man. We just turn up. It's like this DJ Mustard beat. I just go wild, hop in the crowd, mess with the ladies.
Let me ask you a question. When you go to some cities, do you get the I've heard this song, but I didn't know it was you type
Definitely.
thing? Are you at what part of your career are you at right now? Are people recognizing you on sight, or is it like once they hear you start doing your thing, they like, yo, that's you, dude?
It's like three different people. It's the people that have seen me before. It's the people that like know the song but haven't seen me before, and people that don't know me at all. So it's always fun going out there and just like, you know, getting everybody to be a part of the shit that don't know about it, or the people that already do know it. You go right to them, turn up with them, and then everybody else follows.
Get involved.
Yep. Talk about growing up on the West Coast. Who were some of your influences? Who were you checking for out there growing up?
Yeah.
How you feel about my man Kendrick Lamar and all that?
Man,
What he's
Kendrick
doing right
is the
now?
homie, man. So that's great seeing him come up and take over. And
because you got that LA takeover.
Problem is real
Get
hot
your
right now.
ass in the court.
Problem's my other
Problem
homie.
is real hot right now.
I'm feeling Problem right now. Yep.
Yeah, he doing his thing. YG.
Yeah.
Joe Moses. Shit, me. Like,
So what was that whole thing growing up like? Growing up in LA, who were you checking for? Who were some of your favorite artists?
Pac, of course. Tupac was one of my favorite. Everything that came from Death Row, Ruthless Records. Shit, I was liking all kind of music, man.
Talk about that pressure coming from the West Coast where so many great artists came from. Now, like I said, you got Kendrick blowing up. Is there any pressure for you to like really keep that going at a higher level? Or are you like, you know what, I'm going to get in where I fit in, throw it up there. If it lands, it lands. If not, whatever.
It's definitely no pressure, man. I really do this music. So I just be doing music and, you know, whatever happens, happens.
When did you figure out your skill set that you could sing, that you had a talent for not just singing but writing songs? Because a lot of people can sing, a lot of people can't write songs. When did Ty Dolla Sign sit up and say, man, you know what? Or, you know, man, I'm going to go out here and I'm gonna try this and see how it works?
To be real, like, I've been doing songs for a while, But after I did that Tooted and Booted song YG, and then saw him go out and start getting checks for shows, I was like, you know what, I'm tripping.
I need in.
I need
in.
Hey, Ty, now be honest with me and Leon now. You can be honest with your boys now.
Yeah.
Before you went over to the Ty Dolla Signs that we hear right now, you ain't got no records they gonna dig up later where you was talking about, baby, I'll wash your dishes and clean your house up, buy you a car.
Never was talking about that.
Okay, cool. I don't want you to come out and they find a record like Joe that your ass had made earlier.
It's always
Definitely
been
not.
first I get my yeah.
You already know.
I gotta go back to that, man, because like I said, and no disrespect to the R&B, it's talented brothers out there from Trey
definitely.
Songz to Usher to Ray J, everybody, you know.
Yeah.
But I just always felt like they were throwing ladies a line. And then the first time I hear brothers say, man, I'm a bend around this corner, I'm gonna pull it out.
But he's singing
and
it.
we gonna get ratchet in my bed. I was like, yo, I done done that a couple of times.
Just last Tuesday.
I done bent the corner like this vital.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody gonna see us, baby.
I'm just talking for the real ones out
Let's
there,
pull
man.
it back of this sharks right here and get down right now.
You feel me?
On the R&B side,
Mm-hmm.
musical influence, like if there was one artist you could work with of all time, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
On the R&B side.
Not a rapper or R&B singer.
I mean, I'm a big Prince fan. People think that's weird.
Yes, sir. There you go.
I don't care what nobody thinks, though, man. Prince is incredible. He's kind of like me, man. Like I play every instrument. I'm making the beats.
Oh, wow.
I'm singing. I'm doing everything. So that's like how he is. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna dress like him and none of that. Or, perm, no disrespect.
I did.
Nobody ever called him gay though. Nobody
Yeah,
ever called Prince gay.
Because he
you know,
had
smashing
a bad
their-
one.
Right.
He was always smashing their main one.
Talk about
you know?
being a songwriter real quick, man. You play all the instruments, and I always have artists talk about that when they're in this building because people need to understand how lucrative that is, how your money is much longer if you're actually the guy that wrote the song as opposed to the guy that performed it.
Yeah.
So talk about that. When you get that check, you played all the instruments, you produced the music, you wrote the song, so you keep all the cash.
Definitely keep all the cash. And then there's other ways, too. Like, sometimes I'll just ghost write, whatever you want to call it. I done wrote some of, like, you ever heard Fumble by Trey Songz?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I'm one of the writers on that song,
Wow.
producers on
Name
that
some other
song.
joints that we may know that you wrote, that you co-wrote or whatever.
Young, Wild, and Free by Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg.
Get drunk.
Yeah, on that hook.
Another
And then
classic.
Tooted and Booted, I did the beat, made the
Put him
hook.
in the club.
Yeah.
So you got some placements already. You got some
Yeah.
checks little dropping at the mailbox every month already.
And definitely, like that Young, Wild, and Free, that was just like a
Crazy.
fluke. Like,
Yeah.
and then the checks just keep on coming in from that. So it's all kind of
Fumble
way.
was good too.
Good looking,
Fumble
bro.
was a good joint.
Good looking.
Hey, 5 years from now, they always say artists have epiphanies and they change. They change their course of who they are when they get older. They grow up. They get their grown man on. If you feel like you're doing grown man music now, realness now, where does it go for you 2 to 3 years from now? Where do you see it going?
Just like
Ratchet in my Bentley.
exactly.
Just
Right.
upgrade the whip.
Gonna upgrade the whip. That's what
Upgrade
it
the
is.
whip for sure. And then I'm definitely gonna start just talking more on some, uplifting,
I
eat
feel
better, live better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
We were recently talking to TGT, which is Tyrese, Genuine, and Tank, and they were talking about how, in their opinion, that R&B has lost some of its soul.
Yeah.
Some of the newer artists
The
don't
white boys
embrace
got
the
all
soul.
the soul right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
so
gonna
yeah,
lie.
Robin Thicke
Wow.
and
They
Justin.
do.
Yeah.
What a heavy statement. Go ahead and elaborate on that. How you is that how you really feeling? out here?
Sometimes when I'm in LA, I'll listen to the rock station or whatever. And you got groups like Kings of Leon and
Oh man, I rock
different
with
cats
them.
that like have like mad soul and
Yep.
like that are playing the instruments that are not using auto tune. That are for like R&B right now. I think the auto tune thing is like a sound that people are into. So I use it sometimes, but I don't really need it. And I think black people just need to start singing more, start playing instruments, and just get back into the music.
Talk about that. And when I asked, we asked TGT that too. How much is music relying on computers, and
Electronics.
Fruity Loops, and electronics, and you guys, and because I didn't know, dog. Like I didn't know you played instruments like that, and that's surprising. Does R&B need to get back to that, the live instruments, to mess up? Let's do
Well,
it
a guy
again.
go in the studio and plug the damn guitar up and play the hook on
you
the
know
good.
what I'm saying?
I think it will, man. Thanks to artists like Drake, Kendrick, who else? J. Cole, all the dudes that are out there putting, string sections, real pianos, real organs, real bass guitars. And
Wale new song, Love, Hate is crazy.
Yeah, all of that, man. So shout out to all them for like bringing back real music, and that's just making it easier for me. Like I've been making like real music for a while, and that's why I would even Toot It and Boot It. It like has the 808s and the snaps and everything, but then I come with the bass line.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Real musicianship.
Man, it's back.
Talk about the tour, man. Who's the wildest on the damn tour? You got some groups out there. You got ASAP, you got Trinidad, you got yourself, you got B.O.B.
Yeah, everybody's crazy.
Who's the wildest on this tour, and what has been the craziest thing that you've seen thus far that you could share with us that's legal?
All right. Since, you know, I'm a real dude, the funnest thing and the craziest thing on tour has been the orgies. None of the married people have been involved, so none of the wives have to worry about
for the record.
You know what I mean? But we've been having orgies on my bus. And
getting ratchet on the tour bus.
Exactly. Ratchet on my bus.
Right.
But
so let me ask you, when you do an orgy on the tour bus, are you taking the chicks to the next damn city? Do they have to just ride all the way to like Louisville with y'all?
Definitely not.
Okay, cool. So at a certain point, y'all find a rest stop and drop their ass off.
I want to talk about that. The woman quotient, the butt quotient. I know is going up extremely high. I mean, you look like you had a couple on deck already before the music. But now that the music come, what do women say to you? Because sometimes talking about what you talk about in your songs can be a touchy subject. Look, Robin Thicke catching a lot of flack for blurred lines. But if anybody saw your first video, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you know, it's a lot of nice little stuff going on there. I get the kids out the room.
The girls that do know about
women,
it, they definitely like, oh, you probably got all your bitches, all your hoes.
Right.
They come with that little bullshit. I just be like, man.
Get your ass on the bus. Come on. You already know what it is.
You already know exactly
your
what it is.
Your top is half off.
Wow.
You know, they backstage anyway, so I ain't trying to hear it.
And then you're on the West Coast, so what?
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be fun, man.
Hey, man, listen.
I'm waiting to see what Chicago gonna be like tonight.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm going down. Yeah.
Why didn't y'all tell me about this book?
Hey, man, let the people know, man, how to get in touch with you, how to stay in touch with you online, Twitter, you know, Instagram. How they
any social network. My name is Ty Dolla Sign, TYDOLLASIGN. On Instagram, though, it's some fool that got my name, so it's the Dolla Sign, THEDOLLASIGN.
Some gump to snatch you up. Yeah. And explain the name, man. Why Ty Dolla Sign?
It's Ty Dolla Sign because my real name is Ty, and I'm getting them dollars.
Yes, sir.
Quite simple.
Hey, man, check out the mixtape. It's hot. Is listening to music. Look, I got a cousin, you know, my cousin Wolf, man.
Oh my God. Your songs are like the anthems to his life.
That's the anthem to his life.
Yes.
He be
I
like,
was wondering
hey,
how
man.
y'all heard.
He like, man, this dude, and so then, no, actually, Sherm put us up on you first. Then we heard the first single, and then Beach House, I downloaded it, gave it to him. He said, hey, man, this dude my idol, man. This is my life. Everything he's singing about, this is my life. And I said, I wonder if this idiot is going hard like this. I know they're around the country. So continue success, brother, man. Continue success. Man, you're doing your thing.
Chicago, if you ain't up on the Morning Riot.